And now, live from the studios of Freedom's Phoenix, Ernest Hancock.
Thank you for calling Danconia Copper. This is Francisco Danconia. We are making no official statement regarding the nationalization of San Sebastian mines at this time. I offer you only this thought. They say that money is the root of all evil. But have you ever thought, what is the root of money? Money is a tool of exchange which can't exist unless there are goods produced and men are able to produce them. Money is the material shape of the principle that men who wish to deal with one another must deal by trade and give value for value. Money is not the tool of the moochers who claim your product by tears or of looters who take it from you by force. Money is made possible only by men who produce. Is this what you consider evil? If you agree with what I have said, then I ask you to see Atlas Shrugged Part 1 in theaters April 15th, 2011. If not, then good day and good luck.
And good luck. Well, Stuart, I got to put some news out here. You mind real quick?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay, now this is what we're doing. Atlas Shrugged is coming out April 15th, and it was being premiered all around the country in large media markets, but not Phoenix. And we were like, seriously? You know, the home of the Lovolution, man? You think there's not enough, it's always Arizona where all this kind of stuff. We get all kinds of stupid in the promotion and everything. Long story short, back and forth with the studio and the promotion company and theaters, and we're ready to buy out a theater, and we'll just do it and pay it ourselves and get it and rock and roll. So finally yesterday, the deal was inked to where they're going to include Phoenix as one of the cities that is going to premiere the release of Atlas Shrugged on April 15th, Friday, tax day, and we're going, okay, cool, we'll promote it. To give some insider heads up and a little advance notice so you can get the tickets that you want for whatever show and you're first in line, we let people know that this was done, but it had to go through the process. Okay, they call the theaters, I want to get the ticket. They go, I don't know, Atlas Shrugged what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Because the suits in the headquarters had not, gone through their system. It goes first to the general manager of the theater. He sets up the schedule. He sends it to corporate headquarters. They send it to the district manager. They approve it. It's all good. Yeah, boom, done. People were in line at 11 o'clock this morning when they told me that they were going to be open. But no, they weren't. 11:15. So this is what happened. I just got, Sierra just got a call, my producer got a call from the theater, it's ready now. And instead of having to go down there, they did their IT thing where now you can go ahead and you can get the premiere, the opening of Atlas Shrugged at the Harkins Valley Arts Theater right next to ASU campus there on Mill Avenue. You can purchase Atlas Shrugged tickets now. Go to freedomsphoenix.com. You'll be the first ones. I mean, now. Now. A couple of minutes ago, now. She just called like 183 seconds ago, now. You go there and you want to get now. Now, some people have already sent us money to get them to go get the tickets. We're going to go ahead and do that. It didn't take long, and all of a sudden, boom, it was like 40, 50 tickets just in 12 hours. They said, hey, man, we want our share, make sure we get them. So we're going to go ahead, as soon as I get off the show, we're either going to go down there, one of us is going to go down there and get them, or if we can do them in bulk online, we'll get it. Atlas Shrugged coming to Phoenix. You're welcome. Now, the thing was, is we just wanted to be able to go get them, and we get them for everyone else. If you gave us the money, did a contribution, whatever, we just go have the money to go do it. We don't make anything on it. We're not associated with it. Now, we were willing to purchase the theater to make sure that it got in Phoenix. But once we demonstrated the interest and we kind of got the right people in touch with the right people, then it just happened, and we don't have to do it, and it's just, you're welcome. Because we weren't making any profit on this thing. It's $10, and it was $9.50 for the ticket, and heck, to go get it, and gas, and mail it, and all that kind of, we're not coming out ahead. It was just because we love you. So that, big deal. All right, so we got that out. Everybody's on my case. Hey, man, when, what did... Okay, what did she say? They're not available until 5 p.m. tonight, but the show times are up. So if you go online, you go to Freedom's Phoenix, and it has the links and everything there. It says the online tickets are not available until 5 p.m. tonight. That's when they'll flip the switch on that. But can you go there to buy them yet? So 5 p.m. tonight. 5 p.m., 5 p.m., 5 p.m. You guys be first in online, inline, online. Boom, 5 p.m. That is, go ahead and put that up on the site, Sierra, saying, everybody go 5 p.m., here we go. Now, of course, if they don't have it ready, we're going to be, our name's Mud. Now, let's get back to Stuart Vener. Thanks for that opportunity, because everybody's been very excited about this release and us getting it here in Phoenix.
It's something everybody should see. I haven't read the book in over 50 years, but it's certainly timely today.
Yeah, you know, and that's one thing that I'm thinking is that it's all of the things that Ein had predicted, having coming from the Soviet Union and the role government plays in lives, and it's this I think she called it push politics or push pull. You got pull somewhere, kind of, and she just really. I haven't read it since 1994, and when I read that book, I saw that about a third of the book had already happened in the 50s when she wrote it, and then 2/3 of it was pretty much conjecture.
I think next to the Bible, it's probably the best book ever written. Well,
in fact, there's a Library of Congress did a survey on the most influential book, and it came in second behind the Bible.
Really?
And this was, so a lot of people that aren't in support of her for life, they don't like that none too much, which is why I think it's been so difficult to get it made. What happened is when I read it in 94, I could see that the entire book had come to pass in pretty much the order that she anticipated, except for the last 100 pages. Well, we're down to 5 pages. I'm going, wow, I guess before the entire book is played out, we need to have the movie released. And part of that is laws that you do on things like death taxes that we've been talking about, estate planning, what people can anticipate in the future. Because you made a comment that I've heard more than once from people that, are influential. They've made their gazillions, and they're done with America. They're looking for somewhere else. In fact, Friday, I have a gentleman from sovereignman.com. His name is Simon Black. He's going to come on the program and explain to us while he's traveling the world looking for where freedom's blossoming is going, where freedom's phoenix is going to be next. Do we go to Chile? Do we go to Argentina? Do we go to Uruguay? Do we go to Estonia? Do we go to Austria? Do we go to China? Do we go to Japan? Where do we go? I mean, is it here? Heck no. And what we've been talking about here today with Stuart Vener from realtycrisis.com is that every day they're coming up with another way of enriching them, they, them, those, the ones who won't leave us alone, and taking it from those of us that just want to be left alone. Are there other pieces of legislation or things we should be concerned about that will take effect later or are being contemplated now in Washington? I mean, because they won everything. I mean, I know that. What do we got to worry about in the future?
Right now, in the mortgage industry, the Dodd-Frank, I like that. The two that probably were responsible for this whole mess have now have their Mortgage Reform Act, and that's law, but it hasn't really finalized all details of it. But they're completely changing the way you have to get mortgages and the way banks and lenders make mortgages. And one thing that they're requiring is that the lender keep a 5% stake in the mortgage that they make. Now, on the surface, that sounds like it's a good idea, but there isn't always 5% profit in originating a loan. The profit is made over servicing the loan and over the long run. And in order for the small lender to do this that doesn't have the resources of Chase or Bank of America or Wells Fargo, they're working on lines of credit, and they're selling the securities, which is good. That's where the mortgages are originated, and the work is done. They don't have that 5% profit, so they're going to have to generate an additional 5% at the closing of the mortgage. And the only way you can do that is by raising the interest rate 1 or 2%. Now, you expect with the bond market that interest fluctuate high or lower depending on the Treasury bill.
Oh, here we go.
You don't want interest. But you don't expect it to rise by artificial government regulation.
Okay, well, that's what we'll talk about when we come back. The Fed rate's going to have to go up sooner or later. It's going to go to the moon, try and save the dollar. So we'll see how this plays out. We'll talk more with Stuart Vener from realtycrisis.com in just a little bit.